Hey, Yoko here, so we're going to see if we can get to the end of this today. So, I guess we'll start and see if we find the end yet. Okay, so... yeah. A decrepit leather chair sits in front of a cracked wooden table. In the seat of the chair rests a pool of blood. It seems fresh and tacky, as if someone injured sat here to rest recently. Okay, and these are just flowers. Clay pot with assortment flowers. After inspecting the coagulated soil, it seems as though the flowers are watered with blood. Nice. Worms writhe and wiggle between the dirt and bloody flower stems. They seem to be feeding on chunks of flesh and bone within the soil itself. That is not nice sounding. Okay, what time does this clock say? Dusty clock. The case of the clock has minor scorch marks that someone had attempted to burn it. This one is 12:22. Okay, more questions. Okay. Would you consider yourself to have a chaotic personality? No. Would you consider yourself to be a passionate person? No. Would you consider yourself to be a gentle soul? Not 100%. So. Consider yourself to be kind. Yes. Do you, to your knowledge, has anyone ever hated you? Pretty sure there has been someone. Have you ever truly hated someone else? Yes. Forgive but never forget. Do you agree? Forgive but never forget. No, it depends on what it is. I can't say I'd always forgive someone. Everything happens for a reason. Probably. Do you believe that war is sometimes necessary? Blah. I would like to say no. It's one of those where you want to say no, but in order to defend yourself, your country, from threats, and probably at points is. If your mother was in terrible pain, bedridden, and only weeks from an inevitable death, and she begged you to end her suffering, would you find a way to assist? No. Okay, my mom actually was this way. She literally died in front of me, and she only had a few weeks to live. She was in a bit of pain. She was pretty miserable. And the last 24 hours were absolutely ungodly. It was the absolute worst on everyone. But no, I would not. Do you ever take a step back to reflect on where you are headed in life? No? Have you ever experienced what most would consider a severe bout of rage? I don't think so. Would you consider yourself to be a good judge of character? Yeah. Probably like 70% of the time. Not always. I mean, more than half. Do you ever feel uneasy for no particular reason? So yes. Do you have a long-term goal? And if so, do you have a plan in place in order to accomplish that? I guess kind of. I mean, once we can move, I want to open a rescue, which will take a bit to do. And it is kind of a long-term thing. So, and I'm finished with this set of questions, and now we will get a torn piece of the page. Okay. I don't like the noises. There's nothing else in this area. And another flower. Pot of flowers sits on the wooden table. The flower pot seems tilted slightly as if it's sitting on top of something and providing a lack of balance. Okay. Look under it. A small coin is wedged underneath the pot, making it uneven. So that's another wisdom token. Okay. I'm gonna leave butterflies alone. Okay. You can see little bloody fingerprints upon the object. Okay. Should be another flower petal then. Okay. She loved me. And that's it. Put the token in front of the statue. Yep, okay. There's the token. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. The grass is greener wherever you decide to water it. Okay, that part's true. If you water your grass, it will be greener. Okay. Let's see what's through here. A silent prayer. It's still dark. For the first time since wandering these halls of chambers, you get a sense of peace from this room. Okay. So this was not a terrible room. Okay, let's get the flower petal. Shows me not. Let's see what this chest says. Okay. So the two words are blessing and curse. Well, I don't want to be cursed. Okay, what's in there? Golden crucifix. Okay. Ask and ye shall receive. Huh. See what these questions are. Come on. Do you think about death? Oh no, I don't think about death. Do you believe you're going to live a long, eventful life? Hope so. Do you ever talk to yourself? Well, actually, yes. I am now. Have you ever witnessed an event you just couldn't explain? Yeah. Have you ever had the fear or suspicion someone was living inside your house with... No. That would absolutely freak me out. Do you ever sleep with your feet hanging off the edge of the bed? No. Have you ever considered that you might be crazy and just don't know it? No. Does the thought of an afterlife bother you or make you feel uneasy? No. Does the thought that there might not be anything after life bother you? Would you be willing to give up sex or masturbation for a year if it meant gaining a deeper sense of peace in the end? Okay. Do you consider yourself to be easily manipulated at times? I don't think so. Do you consider yourself to be a manipulative individual at times? No. Have you ever felt like you were being followed, even when no one was there? I'm always leery about my surroundings and I have to say yes. out in public, I'm always very aware of who's around me and trying to watch where people go. Humans are the most dangerous thing on the planet. Truthfully, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a dangerous person? No. You finished that, so humanity probably is the most dangerous species on Earth. Another piece of the torn page. Okay. Let's see what's up here. There's a barrel. Oh, there's a clock. What's this clock say? The words "pray with me" are carved into the bottom. Okay. This one's on 10 o'clock. I don't understand the clock so far. What is that? Large golden symbol sits atop a stone monument in the corner of the room. It radiates a pure positive energy that draws you in and brings you comfort. If you could pray for anything at all, what would you beg of your gods? Would you like to pray at the altar? Pray for forgiveness, resolve, for blessing. None. If I could pray for anything, these would not be on the list. I would. You know. What a waste. God has shunned you just as you shun them. Wonder, walk your own path. See how far you make it through the darkness. Those wouldn't be any of the things I would wish for, pray for, whatever. An old oak barrel sits against the wall. As you listen closely, a knocking seems to be coming from the barrel. Well, that's creepy. What would you like to smash it? Yeah, okay. Extend your hand towards the barrel, beginning to knock back. As you pull your hand back, you feel something in your palm. Huh? I'm talking. Okay. Sound door. Huh. I'd have preferred to like somehow open it, but I don't think smashing it would have been a good idea. Okay. Also the harvester. I'm wondering if there is an end to this. Okay. Oh my god. Huh. Now let's see whose grave this is. Oh, wrath. One's wrath may be a burden upon one's very own soul, but not upon the soul in which wrath is sought to be placed. For if we were to set out for a plot of vengeance and retribution, we must first dig 2 graves before we begin our journey forward. An extremely keen blade rests on a tray atop the table. Alongside the blade rests a slab of meat, with a bite taken out of it. Upon further inspection, it appears to be a kidney. Yucky. Ice cold, bloodied water fills the tub in the corner. The blood surrounding the tub feels warm, wet, and fresh. Why would you put your hand in the tub? Oh, crap. There's probably something in there. Ooh, that sounds horrible. You reach your hand into the water, shift through thick, mucousy water. You feel something small at the bottom of the tub. You bring it to the surface to inspect it. And of course, it's a token. That's nasty. No, okay. small piece of meat sits next to it. Okay. Well, you gotta be getting close to something. I'm not sure it's something good, though. She loves me. Oh, my God. Okay. Holds a bloody human heart in her hand. Oh. While others are thinking, you should be doing. Is that really it? That's it. Huh. One. Yeah. Let's open the door. Pit of holes. Okay. Something calls to you, pulls at your very soul. It almost feels like something in this room is begging you for help. Oh, butterfly. I'm flashing. So. On closer inspection, the debris appears to be a mixture of small finger bones and stones. Wait, find more body parts. I wonder if this is supposed to be a horror game, then. Shows me not. Definitely seems like a horror game. Oh my God. Pile of skulls and a sort of bones rest beneath the floor. You hear faint whispers coming from the pit calling out to you. Oh, do you really want to dig through the bones or just like leave it? Oh my God. You dig through the bones and find two skulls seem to be emanating a large amount of energy, almost as if they're calling to you. As you hold the skulls in your hand, the whispering you once hear has grown silent. Oh, okay. What's this? Wooden table sits in the middle entry to the chamber. It's coated in a thick layer of dust, and within the dust there sits an imprint of an object has seemingly been removed. Am I supposed to like find something? An old drum. Okay. Fill in the answers. Oh my God. We all have our demons. I'm sure that is true. Have you ever felt dead inside? No. Have you ever thought about murdering someone? No. Have you ever felt suicidal? No. If you had an incurable disease, would you intentionally transmit it to someone you just know? If you had 3 wishes, would you ever give one away? Probably not. Would you consider yourself to be controlling? I can be. Do you believe that your life is of great importance and value? No. Do you believe that your fate is predetermined? No. Do you believe that our thoughts can manifest into reality? I mean, probably. Would you consider yourself to be optimistic? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be pessimistic? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Have you ever wondered if you were already dead and just didn't know it? No. Have you ever felt physically restrained or held down? No. Do you believe that you have a soul? Probably. Okay. Then what? Okay. Another piece of the torn parchment. Okay. Now let's see what's up here. Ew. Oh. There's a bunch of these. What are these? Cracked stone platform rests in the corner. Seems to be an indentation where something once sat. Place something on it. You place the skull atop it. Oh, that's all bloody now. So let's see. Maybe you're supposed to put the other skull on here. Okay. Yeah, so it's the same. So let's see. A place for everything and everything in its place. The room grows suddenly colder. Something about the energy here has shifted. Nice. Okay, so what's this nasty looking thing? Hey, that's a birthday cake. A bloody birthday cake sits on the dirty floor. The candles have been lit and already snuffed out. What would you like to... Oh, eat a slice? I'm not eating that. You extend your hand towards the blood-soaked birthday cake and begin to dig through it. Oh, that sounds horrible. As you dig into the cake, you find something brown and hard within. Wisdom token. Okay. So, nothing... Oh my god, there's stuff on there now. As you approach the skull and candles, you can hear faint whispering coming from the table they sit on. You can't quite make out the words no matter how closely you listen. And trying to move the skull, it won't budge. All the candles have been lit and burnt halfway except one, which remains pristine. Just take the unlit candle. Powdery substance coats your fingers. Huh. So apparently putting these skulls up there. Put the one there. Okay, let's open the door. Now we're a way out. That's good. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, there's a lot of noise. You hear the shuffling of feet in the darkest parts of the room just out of your firelight. You get the sense that something very bad has transpired here. There's a lot of noise. Oh my god. A wood-scarred statue of an angel stands before you, pressing her hands together with her head hung low deep in prayer. As you stand near her, you can hear a faint whispering coming from the statue. It really looks as though the statue's lips are moving, as if the angel is mumbling to herself, but the longer you stare, the more silent and still the statue grows. That's weird. A dull iron blade sits in blood, resting atop a stone table. There's a certain darkness that emanates from the blade, and it gives off a very negative energy. You get the sense this blade was not used for the best of intentions. That's a lot of blood everywhere. Okay. Blood-scarred angel sits with her eyes fixed on a blade, sitting in blood, resting atop a stone tablet. It almost seems as though the angel's eyes shift and look at you for a brief moment. Perhaps your own eyes are merely playing cruel tricks. Oh, that's creepy. Parchment and a quill rest on the table before you. There appears to be a note left from the previous visitor. Oh, this can be hard to read. Oh, it is. If you're reading this, then it's already too late for me. I should have heeded the warning of the note I found earlier. I can't take it anymore. I shouldn't be here. No one should be here. This place does things to you. It distorts your mind. It drives you to do things a good soul would never do. The things I've done, oh God, please forgive me for the awful things I've done here. I should have listened, and now there's only one thing left to do. There's only one way out of this hell, and it knows it too. The watchful one, the monsters in the walls, it knows just when we're about to break, and it provides an exit for us. It provides our way out. Just when we can't take anymore. I will take my exit now. I will find solace in knowing that my selfishness, my greed, will not go unpunished. I will atone for all I've done. All of those I've heard in search of answers of self. I will take my leave and pray that my soul finds its way out of these wretched chambers once and for all. Signed, Just Another Wanderer. So, my take from that is I'm guessing he or she killed themselves. But you would hope there's another way out other than that. So what time is this one? Hand of the clock having replaced my severed fingers. Oh God. 1:11. Oh, one chest. Let's see. Yeah. So the words are Rags and riches. My God. I'm gonna go with that one. Seems like the least horrible ending, maybe? Commoner's clothing, okay. Perhaps you should try to listen more wisely, wonder, or perhaps you know exactly what you're doing. Riches always leads to hoard things, so I wouldn't mind being rich someday, but I just said it, but I don't know if that would have been a good choice. Okay, so there's just put the token with her. She has a human brain squishing the tissue as Greymer pours forth and envelops her cold, stony fingers. Oh my God. So she's squishing a brain now. Okay. If you believe you can do something, then chances are you can. If you believe you can't, well then, you're probably right about that too. Okay. So, is there really a way out of here? Innocence lost. As you open your eyes, gaze around the room, visions of your childhood cloud your mind. Some memories bring you nostalgic bliss, whereas others bring you grief, heartache, and grief before you quickly flush the thoughts from your memory and continue onward. Okay. Presents covered in blood. Book, and I'm not sure. Okay, let's just start here. Unopened presents and gift wrapped boxes litter the table. Each of them feel nearly weightless, as if all the boxes are empty. Not really what you get. Same thing. Blood-soaked gifts litter the table. Okay. What is this? Tattered, old, yet neatly folded blankets rest on the table. They're warm to the touch in an otherwise cold room. Okay. More questions. You begin to read questions. Are you afraid of being forgotten? Not really. Have you ever heard voices in your head? No. Do you have a habit of starting projects and not finishing them? I do that. Would you say that you get sick easy? Yes. Do you ever feel like things end poorly for you, even when they've been going well right up until the end? Yes. Do you ever feel like life has been disappointing? Do you consider yourself to be a disappointment? I don't think so. Do you ever feel tired, drained, and like you wish you could just sleep forever? Sometimes have difficulty going to sleep or even staying asleep. Do you ever wish you could be more productive? Do you ever suffer from intrusive thoughts that you just can't seem to flush out? No. Would you say that you've experienced many strained friendships or relationships? Many? A few. Have you ever felt like you're drawn towards people in life who just aren't good for you? Definitely no. Have you ever felt like you were living an unhealthy lifestyle? Have you ever just wished that things could be different? Well, yeah. Okay, so another torn page. Okay. Should be everything on this side. And it looks like pigs or something. It's a butterfly. Okay. Get the pedal. You know what we're supposed to do with these pedals? This is just gross. Inside the water basin, what appears to be a drowned fetus. Oh, there's a baby in there? Rest stagnant and unmoving. The umbilical cord is still attached and hanging over the side. Oy. What's in this one? A bucket of fetid flesh and blood overflows from the moldy, rotten wooden bucket. Inside the bucket appears to be afterbirth and the carved inside of what once must have been a womb. Holy crap. Small ritualistic altar sits on the floor. A coin set among candles, all surrounded by a picture of a mirror. Among the coins, you notice there's one in particular that's only half of a coin. I think I have the other half, so. Ugh. Bleeding eyes, blood-soaked thighs, innocent cries, Dolly dies. Morbid sin, look within. Next of kin, begin again. Well. What would you like to do? Pick up the red doll. You reach out, pick up the bloody red doll. There's a blood-soaked coin under its dress. And they're gone. Okay. So, doors were down here. Okay, open door. Blood money. The metallic smell of iron stings your nostrils. You hear the clanking of coins in the distance, and you catch a glimmer of something in the shadows out of the corner of your eye. Nice. Oh. There's 2 books. Demonic stone figure rests in front of you. It appears to have a space for something at the base of a statue. You don't have anything. Okay, so something specific goes. I don't know how that came up. Okay. Mysterious altar stands before you. Upon the altar rests a tattered diary. First page seems to be ripped out. Parchment tools used in this seem familiar. Perhaps the missing page could be reconstructed if one were to find it. Is this the one I have been picking up? Okay, but it's not going to do anything. Okay, so what's this one? Dried candle wax coats the hands. 3, 3, 3. So do I need the page from here? Maybe then we can do something. Okay, let's answer the questions. Do you ever have dreams that you could swear are real? Yes. In the past, when you felt positive or happy, have you ever experienced an immediate sense of negativity that just sucks all your happiness away? No. If you were camping alone in the woods at night and you heard a woman scream, okay, me, I'm stupid. So, yes. If you were alone in your home at night and you suddenly heard the sound of children laughing, yet there was no one to be found, you continue to stay in your home for the night. Well, yeah, probably. If you were camping in the woods alone and something kept unzipping your tent, yet you couldn't seem to figure out what it was, would you continue to stay in the woods? I'd probably go to the car, but I would stay in the tent. Probably stay in the woods until morning, but in my car. If you saw your neighbor putting a dead body in the trunk of their car, would you attempt to stop them? No, I would not actually go and try and stop them. I'd call the cops. If you were driving home at night and saw a naked woman on the side of the road covered in blood, would you stop to help? I would stop and call the cops for her. If you were fast asleep in your bed, only to be woken by an unseen force grabbing you and shaking you violently, would you attempt to go back to sleep? No. If you were in an empty grocery store and a strange man appeared and suddenly started sprinting at you, would you turn? Yeah, I'd run away. If you were home alone, my God, why are these all alone? If you were home alone and sitting in the bathtub when suddenly the lights turned off in the bathroom and the door began to unlock, slowly swing open, reveal no one standing there, would you get dressed and leave? Probably. If you had to resort to cannibalism in order to survive, do you? No. I think I hit yes. I was supposed to push no. No. If you were stranded on a boat in the middle of the ocean, do you think you could survive long enough to be rescued? On a boat. Well, I mean, you could get fish. Water would be a bit hard. I mean, I would imagine it wouldn't take a long time to be rescued. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to burn to death? No. Would you consider yourself to be a morbid person? No. Alright, one final question. It's emboldened and outlined in red. Are you satisfied? Right now? Not really. That's what it all comes down to, isn't it, Wonder? Are you satisfied? Satisfaction is the death of desire, you know. Okay, so what does this page, does this give us the last paper we need for the other? Let's see. Because we're not coming back. No? Well, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's get our pedal. She loves me. Okay. Future or present? Let's try present. See what we get. Hey, a mirror. Do you like what you see, or perhaps you're afraid of what you might see? Okay. Alright, here's. So whose grave is this? Greed's. Greed is a hungry mouth with an insatiable appetite for more. In the absence of satisfaction for what one has, they will crave, and they will continue to eat until they've dug their own graves with their teeth. Nice. Glass of golden chalice filled to the brim with golden coins rests on the floor. Upon further inspection, there appears to be an indentation at the base, as if it has been moved from its original location. It feels quite light considering how large and full it is. I just gotta be a place to put this. Let's see. I don't know where to put it. Okay, let's give her her coin. And courage is not being fearless, for there is no courage with the absence of fear. Courage is being afraid yet acting anyway. Are you a courageous soul? So, where do we put the big old thing? Let's see. Interrogation room? I think you hear what sounds like someone flipping through pages in a heavy tome page. You can't quite figure out where it's coming from, and you don't see anyone else in the room with you. There's a news. What is this? Looks like a snake or some shit. Okay, it's half a news. Here's the rest of the news. Okay. Someone else's tombstone. This one's pride. Pride will always come before the fall, and it will always create long distance between two close people. Pride seeks to break us from the inside, but I assure you, no one has ever choked from swallowing their pride. Okay. Envy, gluttony, greed, sloth, lust, wrath, and pride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's all of them. All things that grow within, all things we cannot and mustn't avoid entirely. It's all 7 deadly sins. They all have their place, and they each have their uses. Everything in life is about balance. Exceeding the bounds of moderation builds a tower upon an unstable foundation. And we shall watch our kingdoms crumble if we stack them too high and heavy with any one of these. Now is it done? Okay. Oh, there's another book. Okay, let's get the pedal. Get to that. Okay. Let's see what this one is. Knowledge and power. Go with knowledge. Acquired a book of knowledge. Interesting that you'd make a choice like that. I wonder, especially considering how they're essentially the same thing. Well, yeah, they are, because knowledge is power, so. Okay, let's see what this. This one's the book. Okay, let's do the questions. Do you feel a darkness inside you? No. Have you ever felt like you were destined for more than where your life has taken you? Oh, really? Ever been so afraid of the future that you stopped trying the rest? No. Have you ever considered that you might have a fear of failure? Never considered it? No. Have you ever considered that you might have a fear of success? No. Do you value honesty above all else? I don't want to be lied to. So. Do you have a set of morals that others might consider questionable? Not that I know of. Do you follow your own moral code? Probably. Do you believe that standing for what you believe sometimes means standing alone? Well, most likely. Are you afraid of where your life may take you in the next several years? Kind of. Are you suffering inside right now? I don't know. I don't think so. Do you ever wish that your words would fall unto ears that weren't so deaf? Probably. Do you ever feel like no one listens to you? No one listens most of the time. Do you ever feel like you can understand others quite well, but others cannot understand you? I don't understand others most of the time, so... Are you afraid of the unknown? I think almost everyone actually is. Are you afraid of running out of time as your life comes to an end before you manage to accomplish all the things you wish to? No. Are you afraid of surviving while your loved ones perish? Do you have a fear of abandonment? Don't like being alone. I don't really think about it. But I don't think so. Do you carry around a lot of heartache of your past? I don't think so. Do you harbor resentment for others who have done you wrong? Do you say that you have some regrets? Yes. If you could do it all over again, would you do anything differently? Like everything over? Sure, I would do things different. Are you proud of who you've become? I think so. Do you feel like your choices and circumstances in life have made you who you are? Yes. Do you wish you would have been treated more fairly by others in the past? And of course. Do you strive to treat others better than you might have been treated? Yes. Do you ever wish you could help more people? Do you sometimes wish you could more easily help yourself? Well, if I had more money, that would be easy. Do you look forward to where life may take you? Do you ever feel like you aren't living up to your full potential? Probably not. If you knew that following your dream would end in certain success, would you do whatever it takes to pursue that achievement? Not do anything. So, you could travel into the past or future, never return to the past. No. Have you made peace with your past? I think so. Have you made peace with your current circumstances? Are you afraid of what conflict may arise in the future? No, because I don't think about it. You could work twice as much as you do now and reap twice the amount of benefits from doing so. Oh. No. Do you ever wish that you could be forgiven for the wrong that you've done? I haven't done anything wrong. So. Do you sometimes blame yourself even when things may not be your fault? I don't think so. Do you feel that others place the blame on you more often than they should? That one, yes. Would you enjoy an entire month of solace with no communication with the outside world? Probably. Do you wish your life turned out differently? I mean, in some aspects, yes, but others, no. So. Are you proud of what you've managed to accomplish? Do you feel like you could have accomplished more than what you've already had? Sure, I could have if I'd have known how to do things sooner. Have you ever felt like you're wasting your potential in life? No. Do you ever get the sense that you have a hidden talent or undiscovered potential? No. Have you ever felt like there was something special and unique about you that you just can't place your finger on? No. Do you have a difficult time trusting others? Yes. Do you ever get the sense that your mind works differently from others? Probably does. Have you ever wanted to make other people happier than the world has made you? Well, my kids, so yes. If I told you that everything is going to be okay, would you believe me? I mean, okay, I do believe that everything will eventually be okay, so... On the final page, entry of the journal, there rests a small token between the pages. Okay, so another page. There was a set of switches on the wall. What in the world? Okay, there was a set of switches on the wall, each of them with a color and a number designated to them, with no other indicators as to what the switches did. Which switch would you choose to flip? Probably do one. Okay. What is this? I can't click on it. Okay. Okay, let's see where this door goes. Upon a rotting house? I don't think this is a very good direction. A smell of mold fills the chamber you now reside in, unlike any that you've experienced before. Oh, crud. Okay. So an unmistakable... That was loud, Cass. So an unmistakably overabundant dampness and an exuberant amount of humidity that hangs heavy in this room. To add to the already overwhelming amount of discomfort that this chamber brings, the sound of water constantly dripping from the ceiling and walls is enough to drive someone mad if given enough time. Okay. Looks like a lot of rotten food. It's a kitchen. Ew. Pictures and a map. Huh. Okay. Oh, I can click on this one. Broken glass with chunks of flesh and heaps of blood rest on the old splintered oak table. Cobwebs cling to the stools resting around the table, and the legs of the chairs seem to be chewed apart by some small critter, adding to their degradation. Okay, so you can't do anything with those. Various cobweb-coated crates of rotten, moldy ingredients rest on the kitchen floor. The crate seems to contain mixed grains. What's this one? Rotten ingredients. Kitchen crate seems to contain cabbage. Spiders have made their home between the leaves. Nice. Okay, contains salt preserved fish heads that have not been kept properly. And this one is mixture of carrots and peppers. Old iron stove sits in the corner. It's fairly filthy but well kept in terms of remaining intact and unbroken. Above the old stove contains a wall full of iron pots, pans, various cooking utensils. Interesting enough, the cooking utensils appear to be unused and in good condition, if not a bit dusty. Sink that sits against the wall is rusted and filthy. A sour stench rises from the drain and mixes with the smell of hanging garlic and herbs from the wall above. Old crusty, stale, and hardened bread sits on the countertop. Small jars of viscous liquid rest next to the bread. Okay. Tattered piece of parchment hangs on the wall containing ripped recipes for various meals. Below the parchment rests a butcher's block coated in blood. Okay, so what time's the clock say? I'm past it. Grates of gripe are caked upon the clock's degraded case. This one's 555. What? Why is he standing here? An unworldly king sits alone at a decrepit wooden table, lost deep in thought. He pays no attention to you as you approach, yet he mumbles quietly to himself, just loud enough for you to make out a few words. King's eyes search for something on your person, inspecting you up and down. He turns his head to you for a brief moment before speaking. You don't have enough petals to be worth my time. Oh my god. Unworthy of my breath, only petals. If you wish audience with the king, bring me more petals. I thought I found them all. I guess I could have met some. I don't know. There's literally nothing else. Huh. Okay. While we're resting our hands. When you're feeling pain, take the time to ponder what's hurting, why it's hurting, and what you've done to deserve it, and how you got in the position you're in. Life is trying to teach you a very valuable lesson. You will be forced to relearn this lesson over and over again if you don't take the time to learn properly the first time. Okay. My god. Oy. Halls of reflection. You can hear a fire crackling in the distance and feel the warmth its flame provides. The room smells clean and pure, as though it's been well maintained and actively lived in. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. We did not find the end still. But this one's going to be close to an hour again, so, and I'm tired. It's 1:30 in the morning, so we will pick this up tomorrow. Thanks. Bye. so tired.